Hello, folks. Welcome to another uneventful episode of this podcast. It's the first but yet worst comedy podcast. It is your favorite podcast that nobody listens to. And we got 3 public freakout commentary clips to get to, but before we get to that, we're going to talk about the boring week. I didn't really do much this week. I did the open mic over at Weenie's, and pretty much we had 11 comedians, which is a couple more than usual, but we didn't have an audience. And it was kind of weird. At one point during the middle of the show, some comedians were walking in and out, and I don't know. It was fun, but could have been better, I guess. But I had more comedians than usual, so even that out, I guess it was all right. But not much really crazy happened as far as talking about on this podcast, if you know what I mean. And then the Cookie and we went to this place on Friday. It's like a cover band place. We didn't do much dancing, but we had some food and watched this cover band for a little while. Didn't really do any other open mics. She's been busy working. Me, I've been busy trying to stay out of the heat. But I did see a doctor this week, and I got my balls checked. And I asked the doctor, "Why is my balls so big?" And the doctors checked them, and he said, "There's nothing wrong with your balls. They're just you. You just have giant balls." Isn't that weird, everybody? I just happen to have giant old balls. Well, I can't think of anything else. I did a prank call show this week. It came out okay. I put up a stand-up clip you guys saw. YouTube gave me a couple hundred views for it. I used to get thousands of views. Now, if I'm lucky, I only get a couple hundred views. And didn't really shoot a lot of content this week either. I don't get much views for my videos, so you know what, folks? I don't care. You guys know that's always been my attitude since day one. I started out with 0 views, and I'll go back to 0 views. I don't care. Well, let's get to the public freakout commentary. This first clip says, "Naked man with small genitalia tries to fight everybody." Wait, did that happen to me when I went to the gym this week? Let's play it. So, of course, this is a visual. This guy is completely naked. It's a white guy. And he's got a pale white butt, but everything else is tan. People are laughing. And he hits somebody who was talking shit to him, and he tries to run away. And this guy tries to tackle him. This is so funny. This guy is tackling him. They're wrestling. And this guy's pressing up against his wiener. He's not trying to. He's trying to throw him on the ground. But you don't want to wrestle with a naked man, folks. Why? Because that naked man's penis will poke you. So he gets into a boxing stance. And finally, 3 or 4 people grab him. And they're going to push him back into the locker room. And he's outside. This guy's completely naked outside at night. And he's running down the street naked. And he's punching people still. This guy can fight. I gotta tell you, I gotta give him props. For a guy who's naked and completely barefoot, he can throw some punches. And he's touching this homeless black guy in a wheelchair. Somebody sucker punches him upside the head. I don't know what they hit him with. And you can see his wiener. They don't even block it out or anything. It's a black guy. The black guy hit him in the head with a cone. And then they push him on the ground, and they put their foot in the back of his neck like George Floyd. And they start chasing him. He's running the traffic. This guy's completely running down the street naked. Cops come. He's walking around a bus. And I think that's it. They got him. Wow, that's crazy. That guy must have been on some drugs. This next clip is guy throws tantrum at a casino after losing his life savings. That could happen to you. Never bet on your life savings. So he's on the table. He's wearing a pink hat, yellow and blue checkered shirt, and blue jeans. Completely mismatched, by the way. Not that it matters. And it looks like he's going to twerk. But he's going to throw all the chips in the air. Wow. He hits the blackjack dealer in the head.
Oh shit.
And then he throws the chips and hits the black security guy.
He's going to jail.
They're going to drag his ass right off the table. And that's it, folks. And this last clip says, Kentucky man is dragged out of court screen while on trial for murdering a woman and burning her corpse. The prosecutor believes he's faking his insanity. This guy sounds like Eric Andre. If you guys know who he is. He's screaming something about a soul, and he just sounds like Eric Andre. But here it is, 54 seconds. I'm not gonna let you steal my soul.
You all right, Mike?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I mean, I don't know what.
Evaluations, there's been 2 of them, and Dr. Allen's diagnosis has been consistent from 2013 to now that he's malingering, and that all of this, and every time we come to court, is completely a show.
The case has to go forward. Maybe, the next time it comes up, and that'll be.
So they believe this guy, he's faking. Well, folks, we're going to get to the least favorite segment now of the podcast. It's time to get some bad topical jokes. Even though I probably won't do these for a while, it's time to get to the odd news. Monkeys got along better after the hurricane. I can't believe that. Oh, actual monkeys. Never mind. Doorbell camera captures 2 porch pirates jockeying for the same package at a Berks County home. That's in my dirty state of Pennsylvania. So thieves are robbing each other. That's how bad it's getting out here. And we all know who we're talking about. Thanks a lot, Biden. DeSantis signs a bill making it illegal to crack bears in self-defense. So you can't hit a bear. Just let the bear kill you. That's what they're trying to say. Michigan men rescue wild raccoon choking on cheese. There's a lot of holes in that story. I guess that's a Swiss cheese joke. Never mind. Mississippi police officer fired 2 weeks after being sworn in and decertified in Tennessee on the same day. Mysterious monolith appears outside of Las Vegas. The reflective metal structure was found on a hiking trail in the Desert National Wildlife Refuge. Michigan GOP state Neil Frisk arrested after allegedly altercation with a stripper involving a fire alarm. Well, I guess Frisk was getting really frisky, wasn't he? Banana costume wearing driver wanted after a burnout mishap in Canberra. I guess he was just slipping on a peel. No, I don't know. A pet donkey disappeared in California 5 years ago. He's been spotted living with a herd of wild elk. That jackass. Diesel, the escaped pet donkey. Oh, okay, I just read that. India's mayoral record high. I waited a long time for this. Woman earns a Stanford master's degree. I get this, 105 years old. What took you so long, you old bitch? I'm just kidding. That's a beautiful story. Furage, blow it up. Sanix Minecraft mansion not real. Elon Musk, Neuralink forced a pregnant employee to work with herpes-infected monkeys that scratched her, the lawsuit says. Woman's bittersweet $1 million lottery ticket win as husband dies from brain tumor 2 weeks later. Well, she'll be getting some new dick and some new money, so good for her. I voted for a felon. Trump fans flaunt new slogan at a Wisconsin rally. He really is going to be the first black president, folks. Ohio attorney suspended over... Okay, I read this before. Ken has his license. Reinstate the guy who pooped in the Pringles can. I read that a while ago. Bacon, ice cream, and nugget overload sees misfiring at a McDonald's AI withdrawn. I want to see the statue of the center of the most absurd controversy in America. 7 sets of twins burn each at Ohio hospital. There's something we don't see. I think I read an identical story. I did that joke last week for those of you who don't listen to this show. Most of you don't. Glean, man, okay, I read that. China's next level sex bots power AI to hit the shelves. I'm excited for that. Women are just impossible to deal with. Always nagging you, always making you do stuff for them. Come on, go MGTOW, bros. Barrett shreds seats, then dozes off after Barrett into Canadian woman's car. Malfunction in steam room sets off alarm. Prompts evacuation at a YMCA. She was pronounced dead, and then they found a gas man. Okay, I think I read it last week. Let's get the one more news site, and then we'll wrap up this fiasco of a podcast. On-air hostess was arrested after authorities discovered 1 kilogram of gold disguised as a dildo that was hidden in her rectum. Rectum damn near killed her. Doorbell can't. Okay, 4 members of Britain's richest family gets jail sentences after exploiting servants. San Francisco home selling for $488,000, but you can get the move until 2053. Naked woman throws brick through McDonald's window in Indianapolis. She did it with a smile on her face. That wasn't good. And not every joke can be a home run here, folks. Contestants gather for Stingler Nettle Eating Championships. A NASA astronaut stuck in space after booing, Let's see. Oklahoma man who claimed his friend tried to get Bigfoot to eat him sentenced to life in prison. I guess that didn't work. It says, Florida fire rescue lieutenant kills wife, then himself, after the couple just celebrated their first wedding anniversary. Man, I guess relationships don't always last, do they, folks? Hiker rescued from California mountain lions after a paralyzing bite. Bus in Pennsylvania found carrying animals used for alleged bestiality. This happened in my dirty state. What happened to you, Pennsylvania? What happened to you? Brooklyn snakebite. Man bitten by a reptile he found in a bathtub at a mid-wild apartment in NYC. Mysterious man. World's dumbest criminal. Woman calls police on herself as she tries to steal a car. Maybe she butt dialed herself. I don't know. U.S. worship ISIS claimed a sunk host on Taco Tuesdays. Officer removed from duty after ramming a runaway cow. Yeah. They tried to milk that story, but I think I used that punchline before. Furry mitten crabs are evaded, and a Chinese military buff really bought 4 books for under $1. Well, folks, that's the end of the show. It probably is going to end a little earlier. I try to do around 15 minutes, but that's it. Thank you, folks, for listening. I'll see you, folks, on the next episode, and we'll see you from there. You just listened to, and we're out of here. Go freak yourself, Cuffy.